guys, Clint here, ClintDarden.com, and of course, the House of Biceps. I am here at the House of Biceps in the squat rack answering your questions. I had a question that came in from one of the Bicepticons, a high member of the Bicep Nation, wanted to know, Clint, do I have to pause on the box squat? Okay, everybody knows there's more than one way to skin a cat. I've seen the box squat taught in a million different ways. I've seen the box on the squat used several different ways. But when it comes down to my programming and how I assess my clients, yes, absolutely, you have to pause on the box squat. Now, when you're doing the box squat with your wide stance, feet out a couple of inches wider than you would normally squat, when your shins are vertical, knees are pushed out, when you're sitting back, whether you're using a squat bar, SS yoke bar, whether you're doing dynamic effort, max effort, 5-3-1, Chico, no matter what it might be, you're going to be overloading your hamstrings, your hips, your back muscles, your core muscles, all through your abs. I squatted heavy today and I'm already sore all through here from heavy box squats just from the stabilization. And all of that is going to build your deadlift. So there are a lot of ways to build, and there are a lot of different ways to use the box squat to build many different exercises. But I still want to see you pause, and this is why. Now you have to remember that the box squat is not a competition squat. And for a lot of people, the box squat will not build their squat unless it's going to help build technique-wise or unless they have really weak hamstring muscles, hips, stabilization muscles, things like that. It may not build the squat, but it will probably build absolutely everything else. Whether we're looking to build the deadlift or the strongman events or just general explosiveness for their sport. So I use the box squat as an assessment tool, as a building tool for everything else. Now, when I'm assessing a client, when I'm assessing the exercises that they're doing, we look at this as an accessory type of movement for everything else, as a builder for everything else. What I'm looking for is how fast you come off the box. Now, see, the box squat is basically the lower body agility exercise for powerlifters. Okay, so if we're testing agility, if we're possibly building agility, we have to look at what agility is. Now, I look at agility as your reversal speed. If you were playing football or basketball or any other sport, it would be your ability to go one direction, to stop and reverse that direction as quickly as possible. It would be the shimmy on the football field. Breaking someone's ankles, as you would call it, on the basketball court. So in powerlifting, especially when it comes to the squat, it's the ability to go down, stop, and how fast you can reverse that direction. So if you are bouncing, you didn't do anything to show me your agility. You just bounced, and that actually hurt my back a little bit from the bounce. What we have to see, and what I want to see, is your ability to go down, stop, and how fast you can come back up. I want to see you down, stop, and I want to see your reversal speed and how fast you can come back up. And that's what a deadlift is. The bar is dead on the floor, and you are beginning with the speed off the floor. And the faster you can come up off the ground, the faster you're going to be through the entire lift. And on the squat, the faster you can come out of the hole, the stronger you're going to be through the entire lift. So when I am working with a client, what I look to do is to be able to increase the weight that they can use at a very maximum speed with maximum agility. If they are coming off the box very slow with a, let's say, 75 or 80%, we need to look at decreasing at least the straight weight on the bar, and then we can make up for it with some light bands. And slowly work up to some average bands, and then slowly work up to some heavy bands. And then we back off and go back to the light bands, and add some straight weight. We add a little bit more weight at the point of agility, the point that they're coming off the box. We will use the bands to teach them to have a faster and more controlled descent. They have a lighter weight at the bottom, and they're going to learn to explode all the way through the lift. When you add those bands on the bar, if you don't explode off of the box, if you don't explode at the bottom of the lift on the way up, you're not going to make the lift. So gradually what we will look to do over time is to increase their agility off the box with their box squat. And what I continue to see with clients is as we increase their agility, as we increase the rate of speed with a heavier weight off of the box, we continue to see their squat and their deadlift, tire flip, atlas stones, and super yoke to continue to rise. So how much of a pause do you need on the box? Well, to be quite honest, you don't need to go down and stop and sit for a full second and then explode back up. All you need is a fraction of a second. Down, relax, boom, relax, boom, relax, explode, relax, explode. That's all you need is that explosion off the box. That's all we're looking for, is how fast you can explode off the box and what kind of weight, what kind of percent of your 1 rep max you can be explosive off of the box. So Bicep Nation, is it important for you to pause on the box while box squatting? Absolutely. It's probably the most important part of the box squat. You can box squat high, you can box squat low, you can box squat with briefs on, belt suit, knee wraps, full gear, completely raw, whatever you want. You can use any bar you want, but you have to pause. That's the agility. That's where the building is on the box squat.